What's good? It's Chigozie. Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. We're going to look at the death of Little Richard. I was asked to look into this, and I'm glad that I heard Zach call out the parallels in this, just in sequence, in one of his videos, because I pulled that up now, what he was talking about. So Little Richard died May 9th, 2020. That's 5/9, 59. In Gematria, Slave 59, Blues 59, Rasta 59. So the next day, Betty Wright, another black singer, see, this is a black woman. She died the next day. Betty Wright equals 59, right? Betty Wright 59, reversing that order, reducing. And then Motown Records, which was founded in 1959, Andre Harrell, a music executive who went out to run Motown Records as president and CEO for a brief time, he died at 59 years old on May 8th, the day before Little Richard. So Andre Harrell dies at 59 years old. The next day on 5/9, Little Richard dies. And then the next day on May 10th, Betty Wright dies, and Betty Wright equals 59. I mean, come on. How do you see that and say, oh, that's all coincidental? We're using these 4-base ciphers. The chance that this is all happening organically is absolutely extremely slim. Betty Wright with those numbers, again, Negro 59, Slave 59, Rasta 59, Blues 59. Don't forget Darren, the officer who killed not Trayvon Martin, god damn it. Trayvon Martin's killed by George Zimmerman, of course all in the narrative. But the officer who shot Michael Brown, he's wearing the Blues shirt with 59 on it. Or excuse me, with 42 on it. It said Blues with a 42. Nigger 42, Blues 42, it's Negro 59. When's February 28th? That's the 59th day of the year, right? That's when Black History Month ends, on the 59th day of the year. And the only month that sums to 42 in the full reduction. So that's the main part. We're going to look more into Little Richard's death. But I wanted to point those out because that's, again, you can leave the video after that point. What else is there to see other than this guy was murdered by the code? So we'll go to Wikipedia. Of course, there's a lot more here with his death, but I wanted to get those main parts out because someone wanted to hear about Little Richard. And, of course, it's par for the course. So again, died May 9th. He was an American singer, songwriter. We can see what Little Richard equals. But you have to understand, the media is run by an occult gang. I just showed you the example. I don't want to repeat it. I like to repeat these examples, but I just went over that again, like the 359s with Andre Harrell and all of them. So, we got to move on. If you're still confused after that part, I'm not sure what to say. I linked Zach's book in a lot of my descriptions. Please check it out. Little Richard equals 139, 67, and 86. Blood sacrifice equals 67 and 86. He was blood sacrificed, especially because he died early. Let's see how old he was when he died. I mean, it seemed a bit, okay, I get it. But guys, he's still being murdered by the code or faked his death. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He was born in 32, Negro 32. Do you see how Negro equals 32 and 59 in Gematria? He's born in 32, dies on May 9th in 2020. Guys, and just think about it. This is what I try to teach. I try to show you how we have 4-base ciphers. So you have a very extremely finite, specific set of numbers, right? And so what are the odds then of always getting these 4 numbers, or at least 3 of the 4, 2 of the 4, right next to each other in these events? He's born in 32, died on 5/9 in 2020. Last year, we've all been saying how this year's going to be centered around black people. You guys have all heard me say this. I said this last year. I said at the beginning of this year. I continue to say it. I even said, the basketball stuff is playing out. I said, still look for Negro this year. Negro 22 is 2020. And now look what's going on. Everyone's marching all around the country over Black Lives Matter. This black boy being killed by the police again, all type of shit. I fucking called it out because it's always numerical ritual from this gang. It's nothing like, oh, you predicted the future or you're so good at... Guys, it's Negro 22. This is a racist gang, a Catholic Church, Jesuits, Freemasons, Zionist Jews. You think they're going to not do this? I mean, come on. Of course they are. Andre Harrell. I'm gonna make sure I spell his name right. So this is the guy who died from Motown. See how his name equals 116 and 73, civil rights 73, sacrifice 62, kill 28, but African American 116, like Barack Hussein Obama. It is that pattern. It's the same pattern throughout all their stuff. And again, African American has a 71, like civil rights 71 and 73. So you have these patterns on these people. These are specific patterns. As we saw, Betty Wright, 59. Don't forget again, the Motown Records, founded in 1959. Tutti Frutti, one of Penniman's signature songs, became an instant hit. So Little Richard's, we'll do his name Gematria too, but Tutti Frutti. I'm just looking for more racist that's all I'm looking for here, guys. Nigger, Negro, African American, civil rights numbers. Maybe we won't get it. It's fine if we don't get it. But it's all about seeing the saturation, how they do it. It's this propaganda. Look at this. Tutti Frutti 113, the 30th prime, nigger 30. Yep, they do it all the time. And you have to understand, this is a really insane gang. We also get the 11349, like Scottish. This is his debut song. Again, these Scottish Freemasons run the recording industry. Judaism 77. So you have to understand, these people are being murdered. They're faking their deaths. They're participating in these rituals. All these songs that are released are rituals. Whoops, I didn't want to define this. I wanted to copy it and paste it into a Gematria calculator. Do you know why I don't have for this protest, but it might not be too late by the time I can get one, is a giant whiteboard. I need to walk around downtown with a giant fucking whiteboard and just, do the Gematria right there. But even when the protests are over, guys, again, it's the 7th most populous state in density. There's plenty of time, plenty of people to teach us to, Well, I don't want to really say plenty of time, but you know what I mean. Richard Wayne Penniman, 109 to 29th prime. Black 29, 107, 28th prime. Keep those in mind maybe for later. Richard Penniman, 147, like Freemason, 84, like Masonry, like Jesuit. And then Penniman, 86, like blood sacrifice. Like Little Richard has this pattern as well. Penniman, 86. He was what? Little Richard. Again, we're talking about the surname here they're syncing this up with. 86, Putting these numbers on these people, and then they blood sacrifice them by the numbers. Again, I will say, even for the skeptics, I admit, because if someone dies in, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and they have these blood sacrifice numbers on them, yes, they're blood sacrificed, but I've always had a thing of, could it even be more, you know what I mean? Because they blood sacrifice all of them, you know what I mean? They're all going to be blood sacrificed regardless of the numbers on them. So sometimes I wonder, what else are they saying with the 86 on them? Or maybe just straight up blood sacrifice because these people are absolutely obsessed with this type of stuff. So, and speaking of blood sacrifices, Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, Bill Haley, Jerry Lee, these are all blood sacrificed by the Freemasons. I mean, maybe one of those people are alive still, but Buddy Holly, guys, this guy was absolutely murdered by the federal government. Come on. You all know that one. Or, faked his death and shipped off somewhere. So, we're 8 minutes in. I think you see this guy his death was by the numbers. His career began in 47. The word radio equals 47, but think of 47, foundation equals 47. The Freemasons are all about foundation. Their compass is at 47 degrees. The cornerstone, I believe, of the White House, I hate misquoting these things, but it was founded on a day with 47 numerology was done. But it's a foundational number, 47. The first season, or the first Super Bowl started in the 47th season of the modern era of the NFL. 47 connects to time, to foundation. That's why his career began, 47. To 55. And don't forget, 55 is when Tutti Frutti, his single, came out. Sacrifice 55. Rocket 88. 88 connects to time, space, the analemma of the sun and moon, rocket. Penniman stated that he was inspired to play the piano after he heard Ike Turner's piano intro on Rocket 88. It's an R&B song from Memphis, Tennessee. Sure, it's, Saturnian occult in nature. Long Tall Sally, Tutti Frutti. Long Tall Sally. Understand that this guy did not come up with this music. At least the names of the songs. Guys, this is all ritual. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Ritual does equal 45. Jesuit order equals 54 and 72. That's exactly what this equals in Gematria. Guys, this is from the Jesuit order. They run the music industry. They put their numbers on everything. This is an actor for the Jesuit order. This is their riddle. So I'm liking the progress we're making on this. I think we've already nailed some of the good points. There's a plot. I was just about to say there's plenty more we can see and stuff like that. Look at the break of the whole dollar. Hopefully, maybe there's volume behind that. But look at this, 1956. A poster from a Little Richard show in 1956. Society of Jesus equals 56. So the coronavirus. He dies during the coronavirus. Sorry for all the background noises. My computer's really loud right now. I didn't mute it before making this video. But we're almost done. Again, I'm trying to keep this kind of short. Because guys, look at this Wikipedia page. We can't go down this whole page. I mean, we can. But I'm looking at this. Initial success and conversion, 1955 to 62. Sacrifice, 55 and 62. Conversion. Conversion. See, it's probably some of this guy I don't even know. I know I seem really ignorant right now. I'm sorry, but I just want to look at his death, how I usually do. I didn't, fully research him and see his whole life, and because again, I don't listen to his music. I didn't grow up in this time. It's good music, but you know what I mean. It's just Specialty. By the time he left Specialty in 1959, I saw that real quick. 1959. He scored a total of 9 top 40 pop singles. You see that? And 17 top 40 R&B singles. 9. When you round 9, you get 42. Specialty. Good golly, Miss Molly. So I guess that's it. I mean, we can always do a part 2, but one more time, this guy's dying by number 59 on 5/9, Negro 59, Motown Records found at 59, Andre Harrell dying at 59 the day before, Betty Wright equals 59, she dies the day later. I think that for just sharing this and teaching how this is a riddle, I think that should be enough, you know what I mean? I think everything else is just extra. I'd like to thank Zach again for bringing that up and compiling that. And then we have Little Richard in 67. That's what I'm saying, guys. This guy was just a blood sacrifice. I don't care how, because again, I've said it all the time, just because he died at 70, 80, guys, it's all programming. I really don't believe 70, 80 is old. Like, we're just programmed to believe that you're supposed to die at that age, because most people do, because of the poisonous world we live in, and the type of food that everyone's eating. But, he's here at 67, blood sacrifice 67, we had 55, we had 62, his name equals 86, his last name equals 86, his numbers of blood sacrifice through and through. I mean, it's just insane. And then Penniman was also featured on the Monkees TV special, 33 1/3 revolutions per monkey. I mean, might as well just close off with looking at this. Just look at the date numerology, because I want to close this out anyway, so I might as well get sidetracked with this and close off the video. But, 33, number for masonry, for race war, monkey, black people. Who do you think named them the monkeys? Not them. I don't care if these people are white. I don't give a fuck. They have Little Richard on there for a fucking reason. That's the whole point. See? I don't care if they were white. That's not the riddle here. Maybe if they were black, it'd be too obvious. You know what I mean? But there's a fact that... See? Fuck. 33... Monkees... God damn it. There we go. Thank you. So... He was on here April 14th, 1969. Please, I hope there's no racist numbers in this date, because then it just shows how sick these people are. But, I mean, you already see how sick these people are. April 14th, 144 and 69. Time 144, space 44. When you're at 44, you get 144. Saturn 69. Black people, 44. Date with 106 numerology, prophecy 106, killing 43, 43 numerology, Masonic 43, murder 34, race 18. But yeah, I'll admit, nothing straight up, no 42s, no 59s. At least we have them on that. But prophecy numbers. You can send me dates when his birthday he was on that, though. That's probably where they're really putting it in. That's probably what they're doing. This is sick. It's sick stuff. And, people just need to know what these people are doing. December 5th. So we could do December 5th, 1969, or even 68. That would even be cooler. It's a little closer, a little tighter number. Not that it matters. And it's his 1968 birthday, Afro 68. 4 months, 9 days, 131 days. Oh my God, guys, are you fucking seeing this? They did it. Just when I'm like, oh, it's not a date numerology. Great. 131 days from his birthday, this Negro, who again dies on 5/9 in 2020, is in this ritual with the monkeys. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. What was I just showing you? That with the Gematria, they have the 4 base ciphers, and they will use these repeatedly. And they use, primary relationships, etc. Again, Little Richard dies what? We don't have the 76. Yeah, we had him in 67, but we haven't seen a blatant 76 yet. But we skipped a lot of things. But what did he do? Little Richard dies on 5/9 in 2020, and he was in this monkey special, 131 days from his birthday. That's his 32nd prime. Obama 32, Barack Obama 32. I'm being very clear, trying my best to show you this repetitive patterns people are doing. It's just so sick. Monkey, with the 99. Monkeys, 107, the 28th prime, 82, 35. Monkeys equals 37 with his X exception. Just in case they pull that up on us. Doesn't his full name equal 107? It does. Because it was like 107 and 109. Maybe you can do that yourself if you want, but even full name has that connection. So, I think that's really it. That should show you, again, how far back this goes. It goes, way more far back than this, of course. I wanted to do to his upcoming birthday, too, from there. Might as well do it. April 14th, 1969, till his December 5th upcoming birthday that year. I didn't see how old he was. I didn't do the math. But you can do the math in your head. He was born in 32. You're probably doing the math right now in your head. Guys, I say all the time, you guys are much better at mental math than me. But it's 7 months, 21 days, 235 days. The Society of Jesus, 235. So let's putting this out by the numbers. But you even see how we did it from the closer birthday. And they just get that, just pops out with that awesome number. One thing would have been cool if it was just 1 day earlier. It would have been 33 weeks and 3 days. Just like the 33 and a third. But it didn't work out like that. So I'm not going to, try to make it work. For those new thinking I'm trying to make things work, like, no. I trade the market in front of me. It's always my saying. I trade the market in front of me. You should trade the market in front of you. You don't make shit work. You don't make shit happen. You do what's in front of you. You take the information in front of you. And you work with it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. I hate closing because I know I'm missing so much shit, but fuck it. We're at 20 minutes. We'll if you guys can put in the comments extra stuff you find. If you want to see a follow-up video, we'll do that. And see you later.